Hello and welcome back, and I've brought in this hornbeam for a little bit of a trim, a little bit of a sort out. It's planted, it had a very bad root system, you can see there, probably see. So I planted it on this piece of wood, just wrapped around. It's just a piece of aquarium wood, so it won't rot so easy. And this little hedging honeysuckle I also planted on it, just to give it a little bit of a character down here. So yeah, so I'm just going to give it a bit of a pruning. It's starting to get a bit crazy again, so I'm going to dig it right back and try and do a bit of sorting out some of the branches and things, and maybe even just we'll give this a little bit of a hedge prune, this honeysuckle, just to keep that under control. So I know that can go crazy too. So just give that a quick trim. Nothing too major. I'll just trim it like a hedge like that, just to give it a bit of a rounded effect. Okay, so the tree itself, I'm going to take it quite far back if I can. There's a lot of long branches, a lot of leaves, a lot of juice, a lot of leaves, so we can get a bit more light into it. Dead stubs as well we can get rid of. Any of these bigger older leaves we'll get rid of. Dead stub there. Take that tip off altogether. It's I'm not going to completely defoliate or anything, but I'm going to try and get it quite a fair bit back if I can. Where's that branch coming from? Tends to shoot branches out from all different directions. A lot of them start growing inwards then, so I'm just pruning it back to more of an outward facing, either leaf or bud, whichever. I don't think this tree will ever become anything spectacular because of the root system and stuff, but I was one stage just going to throw it and put it into the garden or something, but then I decided we'll give it a little chance, put it on top of a piece of wood which kind of distracts from all the bad root system a bit. We'll see how it goes. Now we have a branch here which is kind of growing in. I don't mind it coming in a bit. I need a branch then coming out because it does have this funny stupid bend at the top. And I think this is probably the front, so you know, can't really see too much there anyway, so off there. bigger leaves, shadowing it out. It's already got some branches growing in some strange directions. Yeah. There's a branch down here now. Yeah, this would be the back, and it's probably got the better roots back here. A good one to bury this a bit deeper. Maybe that might help with the root system, but for now, we do what we've got. I'm going to take these right back. Take off the tip off that one. In here, there's a lot of crossing branches. I think I might take that whole branch out altogether, just to reduce it back, and maybe even that one. Bring it back in a bit. Okay, we're definitely getting a little bit more light in it now. Now, same here now, we've got, well, let's start up here. We have this big branch, just take it back as far as you can first. And this one. Okay, so we're looking at now, getting somewhere. It's looking quite sparse now, but it's not better than it was. This branch is growing in across the trunk, so we'll take that one out altogether. So it's looking a little bit more better shaped, tree shape. Rather than these big long branches sticking out. See now, is there any more we need to take off? Take off that big one. This one at the back here, we're going to reduce that one right back. And that one. We'll reduce that one right back as well. Okay, that looks pretty good for me. We can let that fill out again now. It's just starting to take a bit more of a tree shape. I know it's got this funny thing up here, but yeah, just gotta live with something. Sometimes it's not gonna be any kind of show tree, but it is what it is. We'll have to make do with it. Okay, so that's that one on pruned up. We'll have a look at some updates now on some of my other trees. Okay, the first update is my wisteria that I repotted. Remember, it was planted, if you watched the video, it was planted at an angle, and I repotted it straightened it up. You see it's flowering now. I want to get some nice purple flowers. There's another one back here. Looks like it's going to need a trim soon. Some branches growing in places we don't want them growing, and we could probably take off this heavy wire now. Although it's not really kind of tied to the branch, if you can imagine, it's just loosely on it, holding the branches in place, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so as you can see, it responded well to the repot at the start. I was getting a bit worried it wasn't doing anything. My other wisterias were in full leaf and this one still hadn't leafed out. But then I sat it in a dish of water, and it's been sitting in a dish of water since, and it's definitely grown a lot bigger now. It's just a shallow dish of water, but enough to keep the bottom of the pot in water all the time. The top of the gravel can dry off, but at least you feel there now the roots are still wet. So yeah, so that's definitely doing well, as you can see. So we'll definitely do a video on that someday, doing a bit of a prune back. My next update is my staghorn trees. Remember, they were quite tall. They were maybe twice, 2 or 3 times the size, and I chopped them right back. I've never done it before. I just collected these trees on the side of the road, and let's turn it around to the back there. You can see the sun's not hitting this side, so I think I'll put it somewhere else on the bench. It's on the very top bench at the moment because nothing was happening for a long time, so I just left it up there out of the way, and then all of a sudden it just started growing like crazy. As you can see, they're all growing well. They kind of have a tendency to just shoot branches out, a lot of them low down. What I might actually do, and the top of the trunk has still got buds, like that one there is pushing out. This one has got, you can see buds popping around. If I turn it around now, these will probably pop out and grow better, but it seems to send out shoots all from the lower down. What's this little one? This little one might not have survived, I don't know. No buds on that one or any growth, but we'll leave it for now. This little one's doing fine. I don't think I'll chop off these because they do seem to be pushing buds out even above, like there. This one is growing out here, but it's still pushing a bud at the side here. See if I can bring the camera in a little bit closer. So yeah, like this one again, shot out very low. So there is a couple of weeds in here we can try and get out. Yeah, so I don't want to chop off these tops. I won't do that maybe until the end of the summer or something. I don't know, we'll see. Now this one does have a couple down low here. I think I might take them off because they are very low, and you can see there we have more buds popping, even one right up here. So I'm thinking if I take out these low ones because they are a bit too low, won't cut them off yet, just in case anything happens up here and they don't push, but definitely looks like they will. This one in here, we've got a pretty low one here too. We'll take that one out. don't really want to take this one out, although probably could, because there is another bud up there. There's lots of buds popping on this one. Maybe what I'll do is I'll reduce it and see what happens. Maybe it will become a branch. And I'll take off the inside leaf. That's a bit more light in. This one here, again, it's got one down here, one on this side, one on the back. Don't see any. Oh, there's a bud pushing up here, higher up. So we'll take off the bottom one anyway to let more light in, and hopefully get a bit more bigger up, higher up. This one seems okay. This one's all budding out at the top. Let's see that one. Let's move the camera back a bit. Yeah, this one's all budding out the top, so that one's okay. We'll leave that one. This one has one strong branch here. It's a lower bud. We'll take the lower bud off. So I don't want to take off the inner leaves in case I'm going to be having to cut this here, and then I'll have to use this as the new trunk. So we don't want no leaves on this side of it. So we'll leave that. This little one, again, it's just 1, 2 low down. Just take that out so there's a bit of light coming in. This one here, there's just the one there. There's a lower bud. Maybe we'll. No, I'll leave that bud actually in case we want it as a branch. And this one in here, I haven't seen it's good. There's a branch there, and a top branch. So that one's doing quite good. So yeah, they seem to be all growing well, so that worked. I wasn't too sure if you could actually chop these back. When I collected them, I put them all in here, but I kept one out and I planted it in the garden, and it's now about, they were all roughly, well, there was some thinner and some bit thicker, but one about this size I put in the garden, and I didn't cut it back, and it's probably 5 foot now tall, and it's got quite a big chunky trunk on it. I need to chop it back now because it's getting a bit out of control. There's a low branch right down here on this. We'll take that one off, and one here on this one we'll take off. So there's a low one in here. It seems to be pushing the branches out very low, so I could even chop them down and make them smaller again if I wanted to, but this year we'll just leave them grown out. Maybe pinch out the tops when we decide on a height. Maybe then it's time to pinch out the tops and see will they grow more branches. Presumably they will, but I think I'll let them grow a little bit taller first because they do have quite big leaves, and they don't look like they'll make a very good small little bonsai. Yeah, so they look great in the autumn when the leaves all go red and yellows and stuff, and they kind of get these funny shaped branches when they get older, and they kind of got a furry trunks when they're growing. So yeah, it's just something different. Again, it's just something I found on the side of the road. They seem to seed quite well from, because they'd obviously just dropped off a tree inside somebody's garden, blown out onto the road, into the side of the road where all the dust is collected, and they just all were growing there. So I just literally stopped my car, opened the door and started pulling them up. Okay, so that'll do for this video. So again, as always guys, thanks for watching. I'll give you an update on the hornbeam, and we'll do another video one day coming up on the wisteria. Okay, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to share and like, and we'll see you on the next one.